Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my home office. I have worked thousands of cases. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in practice defense here for 41 years. If you want to know all about me, I've been on the national news many times. Go to my website at 777irs.com so you can see all my national news interviews. Most people that call me are self-employed. And with that, there are certain strategies that you must know if you're self-employed to go ahead and be successful, to be represented before the IRS. Whether you do this yourself, whether you retain me or retain someone, you have to know this. So as a former IRS agent, the first two questions an IRS agent is going to ask you are these two things. Are all your tax returns filed? And are you current on estimate tax payments? So today, if you're listening to this, you're self-employed and you owe back taxes. If I was coming to your place of business, those are the first two questions I would ask. Are all your returns filed? And have you made an estimate tax payment? So if you're hearing me and you are self-employed and you owe debt, do those two things, because right away they'll put you in good standing with the IRS. Why? IRS wants to know you've solved the problem. Solved the problem. It's that simple. You're now current. IRS, I want to do good. I made an ES payment this month. By the way, make them monthly. Don't make them quarterly. It's hard to make a quarterly pay. I'm self-employed. I hate a quarterly pay. I have to do them monthly. Have a payroll deduction. I just send them same check in once a month, catch up at the end of the year. That's what I do. So once you do that, you're showing IRS, guess what? I've done the right thing. Now, IRS, deal with my debt. That's what in fact happens. So if I'm working your case as an agent, I'm going to take a financial statement. If it's a service center, they'll ask for a 433F IRS form, download them, 433A if it's at the local office with a revenue officer, and they'll proceed to close your case. How will they close it? There's only three ways IRS closes cases, generally, 99% of the time. With a currently non-collectible hardship for a couple years, penalties, interest still run. Offer and compromise, if you're qualified. They may recommend an offer. Usually you have to send it into an offer group or a payment agreement. Now, listen to this. Your current financial statement that you give IRS at the time you're working that case determines what IRS is going to do with your case. They can't look ahead. They can't look back. They use the last 6 months and say, this is a really, really good indicator. That's how they work their case. Make sure your 1040s are filed. Make sure you make your first estimate tax payment. Get ready to prepare to give IRS a documented financial statement. By the way, if you have nothing, call IRS yourself. That's it. If you owe a sizable amount, if you want to call me, I answer the phone myself. I want to know if I can help you on that initial call. I can usually tell you within about 5 minutes where a case is going to go. I do work larger cases. Anyway, those are the steps you have to take. Remember, if you're self-employed, 20% of all people who call me are self-employed, because if you're on a W-2 wage, you don't owe money. So keep that in mind. Do the tips. By the way, Sammy, the Wonder Dog, wants an appearance fee. Dang it, I thought we'd get by without that appearance fee. Thank you very much for listening. Please give me a subscription. You can send me a text. Send me an email. I'll try to get back with you when I can. I do get a lot of contacts like that. And when you give me a subscription, if you want to leave a comment, I may make a YouTube from that. Thank you very much.